Thank you, John.
Welcome.
I just want to start by asking how many of you have ever been to jail? Once? Once? Twice? I'm not going to say? All right. Well, regardless, I think that we would all agree, hopefully, that if you've gone once, you would try not to go the second time. If you're going to go to jail, you're going to learn your lesson, especially the people in this room. We're upwardly mobile college students. We're respectful people. We're going to learn our lesson. Where that's not the people we're talking about here. We're talking about criminals that are repeat offenders. This law was set in place originally in 1993 after the murder of Polly Klaas. She was a 12-year-old girl taken out of a slumber party with all of her girlfriends. They were suffocated with pillows so they couldn't see what was going on. She was taken out of her room and killed by a man who had a long list of crimes. He was a repeat offender. He should have been locked up. Had this law been in place, he would have been locked up and she wouldn't have been murdered. Approving 36, excuse me, Balanced Politics says that our justice system is becoming somewhat of a joke. There are too many loopholes, and approving Prop 36 would create even more loopholes, allowing criminals to walk our streets. We need to think about the safety of our families and our children more so than saving money, as John pointed out. It can also be noted that I think we all know by now the media is meant to persuade us. It's rhetoric. Media shows trivial cases like the criminals, like John pointed out, that steal from Kmart. This is not the norm. The norm is the criminals that are repeat offenders and they just don't care about the law and they don't care about safety. We need to do our research. It also can be noted that crime rates have gone down significantly since this law was set in place in 1993. We're actually at a 40-year low with crime rates in this state. An academic journal by J.P. Calkins says that there are 3 times more second strikers than third strikers. This shows a fear of the law. The people that commit crimes are, for fear of going, they're scared they're going to go to jail for 25 to life. That's why they don't commit that third crime. And yes, ABC News reported that it's going to save us up to $100 million as a state. However, at what cost? Saving money is not more important than the safety of our families and our society. I also found out through research that in the academic journal, Sherman said that the crime-reducing benefits will actually offset the costs of housing these criminals. So saving money becomes somewhat of a moot point. In closing, I think that this goes back to the age-old saying we all know and love, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think we have bigger things to worry about as a society than getting criminals out of jail and back on the streets. Thank you.
All right, you said that it gets back to the news old saying, if it's not fixed, don't break it. I got news flash for you. It is broken, so let's fix it. You know, you get a guy who doesn't do anything to really harm anybody, and you give him life in prison. That's not fair. That needs to be fixed. This is California. I mean, it's just too strict. It needs to be fixed. And you also put a strong emphasis on how unimportant spending money was. This is a capitalistic society we live in here. This is America. Spending money is pretty important. I want to be able to spend money. I don't want to spend money on some lowlife who, you know, is out there committing felonies after felonies. I don't want to keep on spending money on him. Just let him do his thing, and I just spend my money on education. Spend my money on educational purposes, and yeah, spending money is important, and it's definitely broken. So fix it.
Okay. Excellent.
Okay. I think you said strict a lot. I'm okay with strict. I think strict is good. We're talking about criminals. They deserve strict, right? What's next? A 4th strike law? How bad are we going to let it get? I don't think any of us wants to worry about walking the streets of criminals and wondering, are they going to do it again? We're just going to trust them not to because we're worried about money. That's not what's more important here. And also, yeah, we let the guy go because he stole some goldfish, fine. But if he keeps committing crimes, it's going to cost us money in the long run anyways. They need to be locked up. They need to learn their lesson. A criminal is a criminal. We need to treat them as so. Thank you.